viewers. In this video, we will talk about animal breeding, more specifically rare mount breeding. We will cover these topics. And what does it differ from the other breeding types, why are they better than other mounts, and what do you need to start breeding? Stay tuned. Like with all island farming activities, you will need a personal island. You need at least level 2 island to access the farming plots. The higher level is your island, the more farming plots you have access to. At a maxed out, level 6 island you will have access to 5 farming plots. Unlike other mounts, rare animals start off at tier 5, so to start breeding them, you will need to level up your animal breeding skill to tier 5 at least. You can do it with some basic livestock breeding easily and quickly. When you have unlocked tier 5 animal breeding, you will need to construct structures called kennels on your free farming plots. These are a tier 6 buildings, thus they are a bit more expensive than other farming related structures. To construct them, you will need 50 pieces of tier 6 logs and tier 6 rock. And, in addition, you will need 10 tier 6 steel bars. When it's ready, you might notice that unlike pastures, which can host up to 9 animals, these can only fit in 4 babies at once. So, if you plan to utilize all your farming plots on your island for rare animal breeding, you can grow a grand total of 20 babies at once. Some people mistake rare mounts with unique mounts, however, there is a fine line between them, and they are easily distinguishable. Rare mounts are upgraded versions of casual mounts, with better speed, carry capacity, stats, or some combination of these. Unique mounts have abilities or spells, while rare mounts don't have any. Usually, unique mounts cannot be bred, only purchased. Now onto the animals themselves. If you pay a visit to the marketplace, you can instantly notice that rare mount babies are a lot more expensive than the other mount babies. The main cause of this is their offspring chance. Unlike other animals, rare mounts don't have a base offspring chance. This means, if you do not nurture them, you won't have any chance to get babies off of them. On the other side, their fully nurtured offspring chance is way lower than other animals. It starts off at tier 5 with 30% and steadily decreases. At tier 6 it's 24%, then 20% on tier 7, and tier 8 rare mounts only have a staggering 15% chance to get babies if you nurture them every single day. Good news is that despite their rarity, they don't need more time to grow than normal mounts. Tier 5 mounts will be ready under 70 hours if you feed them correctly, while their higher tier counterparts require double that time, up to 142 hours of growing time, same as tier 8 horses and oxen. They also provide the same pickup fame like normal mounts, so don't expect anything fancy power leveling from rare mounts either. Now onto the diet. This can be a bit more complicated case than normal mounts because most of the rare mounts require meat, not plants, to grow. Usually, the mounts which require meat are more expensive to breed because, on the market, meat is usually more expensive too. The same rule applies to the meat types that applies to the plant types, no matter their tier, all of them has the same nutrition value. So my advice is, go with the cheapest one you can find on the market. The rare mounts that require plants to fill their belly are the mowbird and the bighorn ram on tier 5. Tier 6 and tier 7 has currently no plant-eating rare mounts. On tier 8 you can find the mammoth. The meat-eating list is a bit longer. On tier 5 you can find the iconic swiftclaw, alongside with the winter bear, wild boar, and gatherer's big favorite, the swamp salamander. Tier 6 is ruled by the direwolf. Tier 7 is shared with dire boar and swamp dragons. And on tier 8 is the dire bear, and finally the ghost wolf, which lost its value when it got converted into a skin because it cannot be crafted into a mount anymore. If you plan to extensively keep rare animals and you want to grow their food, you can build either farms or pastures to provide them with their correct food type. Another thing to keep in mind is, in case you want to craft them into mounts, not just sell them, you will need to level up your mount crafting skill as well. You won't be able to craft tier 8 mounts right away. So keep that in mind. This is pretty much it, you know everything about rare animal keeping. Now go, don't forget to feed that mammoth. Good luck and see you next time.
Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a like if you liked, dislike if you didn't. If you have something to say, don't keep it to yourself, just post a comment. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Goodbye.